Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode with me, Seshni, at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen. So it's been a really busy week, so I do apologize. I've not been live for a few days, but I hope that you're able to join me now on this jam-packed episode with me, Seshni, at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen. So, how has your week been? How are you keeping? Today is a very simple, easy recipe, and it's sugar beans and potato curry. Who doesn't love a nice sugar beans and potato curry, especially on a day like this? Thursdays usually is fasting days for a lot of people. So I'm hoping that a lot of people will be watching this either on the live or on the replay. Do let me know if you're watching, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, The Happy Doctor's Kitchen TV, and let's start cooking. So, and we can talk about more about how are people doing and how are they feeling. So for this recipe, we're going to be using, I've got some spices laid out here, and I've got tomatoes and sugar beans. So sugar beans is one of the main ingredients. So that's tomatoes and some sugar beans. So sugar beans is usually, it's a bean that you can get. It's sort of like a light brownish, purplish type of bean, and you can boil it usually for at least 30 to 40 minutes. If you've got a pressure cooker, you can take 2 to 3 cups of sugar beans, boil it until it's really nice and soft. So that's the bean that I've got here, as you can see. It's really nice and soft and mushy, and that's how you want it. So usually you have to prepare the beans beforehand. If you don't have any sugar beans, you can use any other type of beans. So you can use red kidney beans and make a dish called rajma. You can use chickpeas, butter beans, broad beans, pinto beans. There's so many different type of beans, and they're a good source of protein. We'll talk about more about the happy and healthy eating, because you know this is a happy doctor's kitchen, and it's about you are what you eat. Food is medicine, and your health is your wealth. So some tomatoes, about 3 to 4 chopped tomatoes, about 2 to 3 cups of sugar beans, depending on how many people you are cooking for. It's a very simple recipe. And then I've got some spices. So I've got my vadago, or my blazing spice. It's called dry spice or bagar. And I've got some garam masala. Thank you. Some turmeric. All my goodies, or spices, as my mom would say. Ginger and garlic. And then I'm using a very mild mix today, a medium to hot masala, because I want to use my wet masala. It looks like it's a similar recipe to Gorima's mix. So this is also a very nice mixture. I absolutely love it. So wet masala, and also some bay leaves and some spices. So all the biryani mix herbs. As you know, garam masala is already the powder form of all these spices. If you don't have all these goodies, you can just use the powder garam masala. I'm going to add some curry leaves as well. So I do have some curry leaves. I've got a nice packet of curry leaves. So a few sprigs of curry leaves I'm going to use, and some fresh coriander. So, and I've got, and no dishes without complete, especially my dishes, without fresh chilies. So if you want, you can add some fresh chilies for extra bit of bite and kick. And one chopped onion. So this is one red onion that's chopped. You can use a normal white onion as well. So again, guys, just a very simple recipe. And last but not least, salt to taste, some olive oil, and also some potatoes. So I've got some baby potatoes, about 10 baby potatoes, but if you want normal potatoes, about 4 to 5 potatoes. It's nice to have extra potatoes, extra gravy. So let's start cooking the happy and healthy sugar beans curry. So it's so easy and simple. And I think why I'm doing this as well today is because just to show you that if you don't use sugar beans, you can use any other type of beans. And especially now with lockdown, we're at home. A lot of people are not able to go to the shops, and you're having to cook with canned foods. I know some people don't like cooking with canned foods, or if you have the beans, so either using canned foods or canned beans that you've got, or having these pulses and beans in your cupboard. So I've got a whole range of pulses and beans and dals and lentils, and it's a good idea to boil them and start using them and cooking them. So the recipe is very similar for most of these. So that's why I thought it's a good idea to do something like this. It's also a good source of protein, especially if you're not getting protein from meat, if you're trying to cut down on the amount of meat you're eating. So I would say it's a good idea to, um, cook with some beans and pulses and chickpeas and dal and lentils. I just love the smell of the onion, as you can see, and I love red onion. I don't know why, but I do prefer red onion to normal white onion. My mom used to use mostly white onion, but I somehow have just gotten into the habit of using a lot of red onion. I just love the taste. I love the color. I just think it adds really a good color to your foods and a different flavor. It does taste a bit different. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching me from. I hope you're able to join me and do let me know that you're watching. So just get some curry leaves or curry pillar we call them. So I'm just adding some of that. I know it might be quite late, so people might not be joining, but if you are watching, do drop me a like, a message, a comment, so I know that you are here. So, just a simple sugar beans and potato curry. That's absolutely amazing. The smell. And what I'm doing now is I'm adding some cinnamon sticks, some leaves, and you can add some other spices, so 3 bay leaves and a few cinnamon sticks. And I'm gonna add my bagat. So it's nice, a good idea to add the bagat. So it's braising spice or rice spice. So I'm gonna add some of that. So just about 1 tablespoon of that. And the reason why I'm adding that is because it's got cumin, it's got mustard seeds, it's got garlic, it's got onions. So it's a really good spice to use. Just adding that in. And that's going to give a lovely, lovely taste. So I hope everyone is doing well. I know it's a bit late, probably here in the UK, but I don't know where you're watching from. Do let me know. And oh, that's absolutely, look at the color of that, and the smell. So that's just with the spice. I absolutely love this, and this is like my go-to spice. I use it for everything. So once you added your onions, your curry leaves, and your braising spice of guard, then in goes all the other spices. So I'm gonna add a little bit of each. So like I said, just using a medium mixed masala. So just 1 tablespoon of that. I will add more in a bit. And I'm gonna add my wet masala. It's like curry mas type of mix. So about 1.5 tablespoon of that. And that's got a lovely smell. This mix just smells absolutely divine. I just love the smell of it. I could eat it just like that. So about 1 teaspoon of garam masala. You can add more later. I'm just adding it now because it's going to give me a flavor. So 1 teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon or tablespoon of your ginger and garlic, and then you're going to mix it all together. I can tell you the smell is absolutely amazing. I just love the smell. and you can see the colors. So I might just add a little bit more of this chili, and I am going to add some more, just a little bit of oil. I didn't add a lot of oil, and it's got a lovely smell. So just a plain, simple sugar beans and potato curry, which I absolutely love. This is something we can eat any day. We absolutely love it. So I'm going to add some water in, and the reason why I add water is it's a sugar that is important. Instead of adding a lot of ghee or butter, you can rather add some water, and that gives you a nice curry sauce. So does anyone watching, do you use tamarind in your sugar beans curry? So my mom used to use tamarind as well. So she would make sugar beans and potato. Sometimes she'd make it with tamarind or puli, as you know it. So, oh, that smells absolutely amazing. Absolutely love that smell. It's lovely, and it's got such a nice. It's got a flavoursome smell. It's not smelling just chili and masala. I can actually smell the flavours of the turmeric and the wet masala. Oh, it really has a divine smell. As you can see, it looks amazing. So what I'm going to do is you can add your beans in at this point, but I'm going to add my tomatoes in. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to make it a nice gravy, a nice sauce, and then I'm going to add my beans and then my potatoes. And don't forget to add some salt to taste. So I think what I love about the beans also is that it takes so quick to cook. You know, within 30 minutes, you know, if you had pre-cooked your potatoes, which I should have done, if you pre-cook the potatoes, then it will take at least 20 to 30 minutes, or 30 minutes to actually have everything ready. So I just added some more water, as you saw. So it's just to give it more gravy and more flavor. As you can see, the curry is forming really nicely. So it's not a very red curry, as I said, because it's more beans, it's sugar beans and potato. But if you wanted it more red, you can add more Kashmiri. I'll see if I want to change the color of this, but as it stands, to me it looks like sugar beans and potato. It's going to look like that type of curry. So I've added the tomatoes in. I'm going to add, you can wait a while before you add your beans if you want, but I'm adding my beans in. And you can see already the sugar beans is forming curry. And then we're just going to add some potatoes as well. So I'll get my potatoes cut up. So while this is cooking, and I'm just going to grab a lid as well, just to cover the curry. I have fresh coriander, which I'm going to add at the end. And I didn't add my chilies in, so if you do want to, you can add some chilies in as well. So the curry is smelling really, really nice. So all I'm going to do is add some chilies in. I'm also going to add, and then I'll just add chilies. I'm going to add the potatoes, and I'm going to cover it up nicely so that it can cook. So while that's getting cooked, I'm going to get my potatoes done. So I hope everyone is doing well. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and I hope you're enjoying the show. Another episode with me, Seshni, at the Happy Kitchen. And today we are making a simple meal of sugar beans and potato. So it's something which is a favorite, and this is really nice served with salad, with sambals, with some roti, parathas, whatever you fancy. So I'm just going to add my chilies in. I didn't add a lot of chili. So I'm just going to add some chili in. Just sliced 2 chilies. It just adds a nice color as well and flavor. And then I've got my potatoes. So as I said, if you wanted, you can pre-cook your potatoes. So I'm going to add them in now because the potatoes need to cook and then I'm going to cover it. And while that is cooking, I'm going to show you, I've got something, a surprise to show you. Thank you. I'm going to cover that. It smells so nice. Who can imagine that something like sugar beans can taste and smell so amazing? I can tell you the smell that's in this kitchen right now is absolutely amazing. It smells so divine. And it's just sugar beans. So there's an idea for you to make a nice tasty pot of sugar beans and potato. And who doesn't love a nice sugar bean bun? Now imagine sugar beans in a bun chow, or sugar beans in a roti roll, or simply sugar beans with some buttered bread and some curried chilies, taco chilies. So I don't know if Anush is watching, but Anush, that was for you. Um, so you cannot, what I'm trying to say is you can't go wrong with a dish like this. It's so simple, it's easy, it's so economical as well. And it's happy and it's healthy. And you've heard it here at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen. I do have, especially for vegetable curries. I don't know about you, but I love having pickles on the side. So whether it's eating pickles or having a pickle on the side, especially when I make like chicken or lamb or chops or like seafood, I don't really need pickle. I might have yogurt or salad or sambal. But when I have vegetable curry, I don't know if you are the same. I think you are. I have to have like a pickle. So having the paco chilies or a nice mixed veg um, hot pickle also is lovely. So you can make your own, or you can get the paco ones, which we absolutely love. So my mom used to make the pickles in the shop as well. So we grew up with all of this. The smells amazing. So I'm going to add a little bit more water because I do want the juices to be nice and I want the potatoes to cook. It's going to take some time to cook. So while that's cooking, I'm going to show you, I've got a surprise for you. So I'm going to show you what I have. So I hope everyone's doing well. Good morning, good afternoon. I think the music is a bit soft and I might need to change some music. But I'm going to pour a drink. Not much. Can you pour yourself a drink as well? So alcoholic, non-alcoholic, whatever you fancy. And I'm putting the drink because of the surprise that I have. Well, I'm always having a drink on the show, so it's just tonic water. So cheers and salute to whoever's watching and on the live or replay. Like and share and comment and share with others. And do let me know how what you think about my sugar beans and potato curry. So cheers everyone. And I hope everyone is keeping happy as well and safe. So for the surprise that I have, wait for it. So I'm going to leave it here and I'm going to let you um, first see whether you can figure out what this is. So I'm going to get that and make the other surprise. So I just thought of doing this today, but this is like an impromptu thing. And so this is absolutely delicious. Have you figured out what this is? That looks like prunes, but it's not prunes. So if you guessed it, yes, it's boar. It's absolutely amazing. So pickle boar. I grew up with pickle boar figs with all the chutneys and all the pickles that you can think of and chilies. And now that's boar. So it's not figs. I'm hoping to have some figs which I can pickle, but this is boar pickle and it's absolutely amazing. I'm gonna taste it in a minute. But boar is how to describe what boar is. Does anyone know what the easiest way to describe what boar is? So boar is a berry. So it's basically a berry that is people eat it usually grew up eating it raw, so the raw boar. And also it's sometimes it's pickled, or most of the time it's pickled. So some people put it in a vegetable pickle, or some people might put it in um, just make it a pickle like this. Or they might mix board and figs together with whatever else they want. But it's absolutely delicious. And I'm going to taste it and then I'm going to explain to you what it tastes like because I know some people don't know what exactly board is. So, but for those of you who are salivating, I can tell you it's absolutely delicious. So I've made quite a bit of the board and we've had lots of people in the UK going crazy over the board, and it's just like it's a craze, and um, I think it's because it's just so much of memories, like growing up with board. I don't know what's your favorite memories of growing up with board. Do share that with me. But growing up with board is it's been one of those things where we grew up with board, and it's just absolutely delicious. And yeah, so it's really one of those things that everyone growing up would know about board or figs. Either you ate, or your cousins, or your aunts, or uncles, or whoever, your grannies would know about this. So it's really, really delicious. And I'm going to tell you a bit more about it and what it is and how it tastes. And yeah, amazing and delicious. I know some of you must be salivating. And this is the other surprise. So I don't know if you can guess what that is. So that is China fruit. Yes, if you guessed it, that's correct. It's China fruit. So China fruit is like a sweet and sour. So both of them are like sweet and sour. The taste. Fig, on the other hand, is more sour, but boar is very sweet and sour. And the one I've made is absolutely delicious. One of our customers, Magesh, she messaged me and she spoke to me. And I think she put a review on my Facebook as well. Thank you, Magesh. And she said this is like the absolute best boar that I've tasted. So she actually enjoyed it. And a few other friends, one of my other friends, Shabash and her daughter, Sia, they said they ate theirs within like 10 minutes. And her daughter was having more of that today. So lots of feedback. Ronald as well. Almost forgot. But Ronald did actually call one to talk to me and tell me that it was absolutely delicious. And we've had a few other feedback as well. So yeah, Ronald said he enjoyed the China food and the board as well. So it's something different. And I think the reason why people have gone crazy over it is because that's something you would usually get in the UK. So we are so excited that this is now available and be able to, because I love eating this. I can tell you I'm addicted to it. No one else in the house is, so I'm all alone. I've got no competition. So it's amazing. But I wish they would eat it actually. They have tried it, but I think it's an acquired taste. If you've grown up with it, you know about it. But I absolutely love China food and I eat it all the time. I can eat like packets of it. But back to the boar, let's have a taste of the boar. So the boar is a berry, and the sauce that I've made is absolutely, it's very sweet and sour and tangy. It's spicy. It tastes like boar. That's what it is. It tastes like boar. So you usually just basically you eat this and you must remember there's a pip inside. So it's like a date basically. If I must say so myself, it's absolutely delicious. I can sit with this and eat this. It's too divine to put in words. Let me put it that way. And that's why I needed the water. Cheers. Amazing. It's got such a lovely taste. It's absolutely amazing. I'm tempted to have another one, but it's like a really soft piece. If you haven't tasted gourd, you need to taste it. It's absolutely delicious. If you don't know what it is, drop me a message. Or find out some people that you know. So you can imagine I'm going to be sitting with this and eating this in front of the television. So you can always bottle these, keep it in the fridge in a jar in your cupboard, in the fridge. Best in the fridge because then it's preserved, so it can stay in the fridge for at least a couple of weeks. And it's really, really tasty. It's not prune, so you might think it looks like prune, but it's not prune. I'm so thinking the best way to describe it, but my mouth is on fire. The whole part here is like all my taste buds are tingling with the tonic water, but it's such a lovely feeling. It's not like a hot burning feeling. It's just a really satisfying, tasty, amazing experience. And that's not a lie, guys, honestly. I'm not just saying it because I've made it. It is delicious. The feedback has been great. And I'm so grateful to everyone that's actually ordered it. And then this is a China fruit. So I love this. And I can, as I said, I eat packets of it. So it's just like a berry. It's not a berry. I don't know what it is. It's a fruit, China fruit. They call it China fruit. It's probably like a Chinese origin. But it's got like a powder thing on it, like a whitish. If you see it, that's like the inside is a bit of sugar, salt, I think, and then I think the way it's preserved. And my friend Richard, my Chinese friend, when I posted this on Facebook, he said we need to put one in a glass of sherry or bottle of sherry and then taste it. So I don't have sherry, Richard, but I am going to try that out. But yeah, let's taste one, guys, so you know exactly what it is. But before that, I remember I did not put salt in the food, so I think the last thing we want to say saltless beans and potato curry. So I'm gonna add some salt in. The measurements with my hand, 1 to 2 teaspoons. And then I'm gonna mix it. The curry looks amazing, doesn't it? It smells amazing as well. Wow, look at that. Loads of potatoes. And it's so simple and easy. I'm going to just taste it a bit. Taste of amazing. It's got a lovely chili flavor, lovely spice. It needs a little bit of salt. So I think because I've added so much of potato salt and water. And I think the salt in UK that we get is not very strong, to be honest. I don't find it very strong. But this looks... My mom used to make this a lot, and for some food, at school, I'll tell you a bit about that now. Lovely. And a little bit more water because I want the potatoes to look really nice. So hello everyone, and hope you guys are enjoying the show. And we are just getting the curry ready to taste the last bit. How it is. The chili level is amazing. It's really like a tasty. It's hot and spicy, but it's tasty and flavorsome. You can taste the flavors of garam masala and all the other flavors. I'm going to add a little bit more garam just to add some more flavor. There's no harm in adding garam. And I think with sugar beans, I do like it if it's got some flavor. So you can add like 1 teaspoon of garam masala.
They should be teaching her to cook a chicken. Guess not, because her Wi-Fi doesn't reach the kitchen. So she's winging it.
So back to our experimenting of tasting. So I didn't plan on doing this, but it just happened. And I've been meaning to do the show, but and people had asked for my recipe because it's so tasty. But it's a family recipe, so I'm gonna have to think twice before I share my recipe off the board and things. And you must know I've grown up with this like for years. In the shop, my mom and dad would make this, and he grew up with it. So it's passed down from the different generations. My granny, Shannon, and my grandfather up the door, right? And my mom and dad came in there to us. So at our unique to recipe, which is now very convenient. So this is a China fruit, and what you do is you just basically bite into it. So just like you can take it off like that, or if you want, you can just bite it. And you get that type of, it's like a fleshy type of fruity, sweet and sour delicacy or something, whatever you want to call it. But that's what it is, like a snack, or it's like a real treat basically. I think when you eat these things, for me it was always something special, having China food, having more. So it was like a treat, you know, like it's not like the normal sweets and chocolates and crisps that you would eat. So I don't know if I'm getting that right. I think some people might be able to say that, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It's so tasty. And I love it. And Richard, I'm going to try putting it in sherry and see how it tastes. But what I wanted to say was, with this figs and with board, I think what it is that it's one of those things that you grow up with, and I'm just going to hold it up so you guys see what I'm talking about. So people grow up with this, and it's something that's, yeah, exactly like what I said, you know, it's like growing up with, like, so if you live in a certain area, or you're used to certain type of sweets or gum or chocolates and biscuits, or you know, whatever it is, this is like that. It's like a delicacy, and it's a treat that you would have grown up with. So I think that's why it's so good to have this, and it just takes you back, transports you back to your originals and to culture, and also to lovely memories, you know, whether it was in childhood or adulthood or teenager years, you know. So this is what I love about the board and the China food and figs. So it transports me back to home to South Africa and also back to the shop where I grew up and where we used to eat this. I used to eat, my dad used to get the sacks of the board and also the figs. So it used to come like in those big, like I think like 20 or 20 kilo, like the Hessian type of bags, you know, it used to come in those bags and so like large bags and we use that as a display and I would eat like every day, every time that I was in the shop during the holidays, all the time or on the weekends, I would eat loads of, especially the figs. I used to have a lot, and I used to have the pickled figs and also the board. So I'm used to that taste, so I love it. And also, like at school, we would have it, you know, at the tuck shop, they'd sell it, and so it's something that you like grow up with. And I was speaking to one of the other customers, and she said, "You know what? We grew up with this. Like her aunt used to make it, and one of the aunts used to sell it. So you know, it's something that people grew up with. So I just don't know how to explain it. And also, some people must think, why is she going on about this board and the China fruit? But I think if you know about it, then you'll understand what I'm saying and why I'm saying it with the passion and the enthusiasm that I am, because it's one of those things, either you know it or you don't know it. And yeah, so but strangely enough, it's not just South Africans that eat this. You know, a friend of mine bought some of the board, and she's from Malaysia, Jaya, and she said they have these, the China fruit, in Malaysia, and they have they call it asam bao or something. So there's different names for it. Different Asian populations also eat it. So it's not just a Durban thing, but I think this is typical Durban what we make, like the pickled gourd and the pickled figs. Um, so yeah, so but that is what I wanted to tell you about the China fruit and about the pickled pork, which is absolutely delicious. So, you know, I'm gonna not be eating this curry, I'm gonna be having that. I think the rest of the family is going to eat the curry. So, um, I'm gonna be able to sit with my bowl of my pickled pork. So, I'm just gonna mix that a bit and have a look and see how our potatoes are doing. So, I think they're still cooking, but they look like they've gotten a bit soft. So do drop me a line and let me know. Have I made such a big hype about the porn and about figs and about China fruit? But I think it's definitely something to rave about. So you know, I'm like gone crazy over it, to be honest. So I'm sure some of you feel like that as well. And I'm not just saying, oh, what is she going on about? Pickleboard. I think probably people in Durban and South Africa are thinking, why is she going on about it? You know, we like have it every day. It's like we get it in the supermarkets or the touch up or the spice shop that we go to. But yeah, only if you know about it, you know. Like in the UK, you don't really get these things. So it's gonna taste it again. Absolutely, absolutely. I love it. I love the flavors. It's come up so nice. And then I want to check the potatoes as to how soft these potatoes. They're not the usual potatoes I use, so I think they might be a little. Oh, they are soft actually. They actually soft, which is amazing. Wow. So I'm just gonna take the potato out and just check as to how soft it is. But it does seem like the potatoes have gotten soft. So in all that talking and raving about corn and China fruit and pickled figs. So thank you those that joined in my um, happiness and passions for corn and China food because I know not everyone feels the says, but hey ho, we all have our simple passions in life. So yeah, look at the potato. This is really soft here. So the potatoes are cooked. You can see to match that. But I'm just gonna cook it a little bit longer because you know we love potatoes. They can't be uncooked. But ooh, this looks amazing, guys. Amazing. I can leave it open a bit. And as I said, this is going to be served with some bread or rice. I've got some rice or bread. I've got parathas as well. Also rotis, if you want to make rotis, you want to make a beans bunny, you know, bunny chow, whatever you want to do, you can do that. So I'm just going to make sure all my potatoes are cooked. And then we're going to, all of them are cooked actually. They're all cooked. Absolutely amazing, the potatoes. I should say from the sun, they've just come out so good. Just gonna taste the potato. It's so soft. Absolutely soft. So nice. They're gonna love this. And I can just imagine this, just with buttered bread. I know you should be watching buttered bread and the pickles, and that or the I think the pepper one, the red, the chili one. Absolutely delicious. And there you have it, guys. A simple, easy sugar-based potato. And how long did that take? It did not take long. It didn't take long, but I was talking a lot about the board and the China fruit and the pickled figs. So thank you very much for joining me and for partaking in my discussion and agreeing or not agreeing with it. So you can serve this with a nice salad. Do try and be happy and healthy and have a nice salad with it. Does pickled veg count as salads? Or like a half of veg, one of your 5 a day healthy? Why not? I'm not sure, but that's a thought. Oh, that looks amazing. And there you have it. Sugar beans and potatoes. Absolutely happy and healthy and tasty. Served with pickles, with roti, with rice, with a bunny chow. So bunny chow is just the bread filled with a curry. So basically the bread acts as a tin or container, and you just make a hollow in the bread and you add your beans in. I'm probably going to make a bunny chow one of the days. I actually am feeling for it, maybe this weekend. And for those that do see me eating this, the pickle board, absolutely delicious. It's so tangy. Really sweet, but it's so tangy. Absolutely delicious. And of course, absolutely amazing. And China food don't forget. This hits the spot. It's absolutely delicious. You have to try it. So wherever you are, try and get yourself some pickled board or some China fruit or some pickled figs. Or if anyone's coming to the UK, please bring me some figs. I've got loads of people that want figs. And I absolutely love figs, the Cape figs. So that is something unknown to South Africa. So, and it's got a nice sour taste when you make it. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. session at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was really good to do the show today, and you definitely will see me over the weekend. And yeah, lots of love from my family to yours. Hope you guys are keeping safe, staying indoors as much as possible, wearing a mask, social distancing, and isolating if you get any symptoms. Do catch me on Hospital Radio Bedford with Coco Pare talking about the COVID-19, usually on a weekday, 7 to 7:30. So guys, thank you so much for joining me at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen, where I'm teaching you to eat happy and healthy, not just for yourself, but for your family and friends. Because you are what you eat, your food is medicine, and your health is your wealth. So guys, do do get some of these. I'm so excited. This is so exciting to talk about it. I didn't realize how passionate I was about this. I mean, obviously there was passion involved because I love eating it. You know, whatever you eat, you have to be passionate. You have to love the taste. But like passionate about this, you know, and then I actually enjoy preparing the board. I enjoy making it and eating it, and also hearing from others how it is, and it's been so successful. We've had so much amazing feedback from our friends and family locally, and it's been amazing. So I'm so excited, and yeah, so do enjoy your evening, and namaste. Lots of love from my family to yours, and thank you so much for joining me session at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen with the sugar beans and potato curry. I just realized that you can't actually see the pickle, so yeah, you can see that now. Yeah. Okay, bye guys, and take care. Thank you so much. Bye. I just remembered someone asked me, Habib asked me to make, so I'm not sure if you're watching Habib or Jamila, you asked me to make this paella, and I did want to make it last week, but we got so busy. But I'm going to plan to make a nice seafood paella and maybe a bunny chow as well one of the days. So those are things definitely on the list to make. If you do have any requests, do drop me a line, share, like, and let me know what you thought of the show. And also, have a look at the website www.spice-delights.com. And if you know anyone in the UK that's looking for authentic Indian curry and spices, you know where they need to go to. So thank you so much, and thank you to everyone that's been supporting the Happy Doctor's Kitchen as well as the Spice Delights as well. Thank you so much. Bye everyone.